Residents of a Northwest neighborhood turned their concern to wildlife as workers repair Denman Estate Park Pond. The longtime CEO of the San Antonio Hispanic Chamber of Commerce ascends to the U.S. Hispanic Chamber's top spot. The Air Force's top commander reports they've solved all oxygen problems in their primary trainer aircraft. And a world record tiny medical robot developed by UTSA researchers could help with cancer and Alzheimer's. This is your Express Briefing podcast for Tuesday, September 4th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. And get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletters. The Denman Estate Park on Mockingbird Lane has become a flashpoint for many Northwest Side community residents who've become worried about the park, its trees, and animals, as the city implements its $297,000 plan to rectify water loss in the pond. Earlier this month, more than 50 residents attended a meeting with Parks and Recreation Department officials to voice their concerns about the project. Assistant Parks Manager Bill Pennell says the changes will take 6 months to complete, and today is the scheduled beginning of relocating wildlife, with the park to remain open from sunrise to sunset during the entire project, designed to repair fissures at the bottom of the pond that's causing water leakage. Ramiro Cavazos, the longtime CEO of the San Antonio Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, is leaving the post to become the CEO of the U.S. Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, with Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolff calling the imminent promotion a hefty win for San Antonio as a community. A spokeswoman for the U.S. Chamber declined to comment, noting the organization will post about the position on its website once the hiring becomes official. While Cavazos' departure date has yet to be solidified, it's expected to occur in October. Another question is whether the CEO of the San Antonio Chamber of Commerce, who's married with children, will move to Washington, D.C. for the new position or commute back and forth to Texas. Earlier this year, the U.S. Chamber's former CEO was the focus of allegations of sexual harassment and financial improprieties, reported by news organizations including the Dallas Morning News and the New York Times. The Air Force's top commander says a team of researchers has cracked the mystery of why this year dozens of pilots, including some in San Antonio, have suffered mid-air blackouts or other physiological episodes while flying the service's primary trainer. While General David Goldfein reports he has high confidence that the Air Force, Navy, and NASA have figured out why the T-6A Texan II's onboard oxygen generation system has repeatedly malfunctioned, he's declined to say what the problem is or how the Air Force would fix it. The failures, which have resulted in at least 61 reported unexplained physiological episodes during the first 6 months of the year, prompted the Air Force's Training Command to ground the T-6A in February, only to return the plane to service in March under a more frequent oxygen system cleaning, testing, and maintenance schedule, while it continued an intensive search for a root cause. And a team of researchers at the University of Texas, San Antonio, has developed a minuscule robot that can enter cells in the human body and could eventually be used to treat cancer, Alzheimer's, and other diseases. The nanorobot is only about 120 nanometers thick, the equivalent of 1,000th of the thickness of a strand of hair that is invisible to the human eye. Using an electromagnetic field, the nanorobot can be remotely controlled to move, enter into a cell, and deposit medication. Unlike many current cancer treatments which affect the entire body, the nanorobot only goes into cancerous or diseased cells, avoiding the side effects that are often associated with cancer treatments. And that's your daily San Antonio Express News briefing for Tuesday, September 4th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts.